Yo, what's good, y'all boys? My name's Emad, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I went from being literally completely broke, as you guys can see. So, let me just look at this image. I don't know when this was taken, but completely broke, $14 in my checking account, to, as you guys can see here, buying my dream car in cash, this M4 competition, alhamdulillah, Brooklyn Gray 2023. But yeah, buying this car in cash, literally my dream car. So, alhamdulillah for that. I think the best part about buying this car as well is, like, you're gonna see a lot of gurus guys that buy their cars and they just finance it or lease it. But me buying it in cash, it just like, if it's a different feeling, I'll be real. But in this video, guys, just pay attention because I'm gonna tell you guys my exact life story. If you go to any of my other vlogs, I don't really go this much into depth of like where I was before, if I've had a job, stuff like that. Other business models I've tried, in fact, like all of these things I'm going to go over in this video so you guys can actually relate to it and actually get to the position I'm at where I'm making around 50K a month. So without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, as you can see, completely broke here, $14 on my account to buy my dream car in cash. And that's not it. As you guys can see here, on our right, I'll make this camera smaller. Okay, now I'm like hella small. You guys probably can't even see me, but as you can see here, making 50 to 60K a month. So this was our biggest month yet. I'm pretty sure in June and July, we did $65,000 in June. This was pure profit. So all of this money was like personal profit. In July, it says around like 70,000, but it wasn't fully pure profit. I would say take home profit was around like 55,000, but alhamdulillah, still really insane. But yeah, before you guys say, oh, fake screenshots, like I have way more payouts over here. But guys, this is the same bank account. You guys can really see exact same thing, different months. That's not all. You guys can see, like, we have more payouts here. So if you zoom in here, this is a $9,000 payout, $1,500 payout, $5,000 payout, $1,400, $3,000, $3,000. This was a $10,000 USD week. And keep in mind, guys, this is only one of the processors I use. So we have a whole other processor for a different purpose. That's probably making us the same amount of money. I believe this week we did like $20,000, but you guys get the point. More payouts here. But I know you guys want to understand or hear, what do I actually do? Like, what the hell am I doing to actually get in this position? What business model? What the hell am I doing? Because it has to be a cheat code, because this amount of money at 18 years old is unreal, okay? And before I get into it, guys, no, I'm not doing some drop shipping course or whatever, some guru doing that. I'm doing something that's an actual business that is going to be sustainable in the long run, right? Like, before I got into this, guys, and I'm going to get into that, I've tried so many business models, right? And it was to the point where it's like, yes, they work. Yes, you can make your first $2,000 a month, but at the end of the day, is that all you want? No, right? You want something that's long term. If you're not going to go to college, or if you want something that's an actual online business that can replace your job, it has to be something long term, right? Not just something for the first 3 months. So that's exactly what this whole business model is, exactly what I'm doing. That's got me to this position. Alhamdulillah, 50K a month. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So shoot back to only 1 year ago. I was completely unemployed. I couldn't even get a job. Cooked, bro. You guys can see this is September 9th, 2024. So literally, I think, yeah, 1 year ago, or 1 year ago and 2 months ago, right? Whatever the hell, my English there was terrible. But you guys can see, hi, Emad, thank you for your interest. We appreciate the time you took to apply. We're not going to move forward. Fun fact, I applied to this same Walmart 4 times. I didn't get accepted a single time. Let's call it, right? Like, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, guys. God's plan is the greatest. You just have to trust God's plan and go with it. Yes, I couldn't find a job, and my friends could find a job, and I was like, why am I the odd one out? Why am I unemployed? Why am I not getting a job? But that's actually what led me to try all those other business models that I failed and find the actual one that worked, which is, well, I'm going to get to that later, right? Just stay with me now, okay? So I couldn't get a job, applied to Walmart 4 times. It was cooked. It wasn't written for me. So at this point, I needed a way out, because I realized that if I did nothing, I'm going to be working on 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, bro. Like, I do not want to do that, okay? That's one thing. Second of all, I couldn't even find a job. So let's say I had to work a 9 to 5. I had to first find a job, and I got rejected 4 times. It was not looking good, okay? But yeah, guys, I realized I needed like a way out, because if I did nothing, again, I'm going to be working a 9 to 5, and I absolutely hated it, right? So as you guys can see here to our right, this is actually some ways I try to make money online. So first thing, YouTube automation. I tried this. I'm gonna be real, it didn't really work, right? It didn't really work. I'll be real. All right, I didn't even think I made a single penny off it. So that's already out the way. It's really hard. Okay. Second thing was high ticket sales. Now, if you don't know what high ticket sales is, right? Let's say someone has like a course, or they sell a $4,000 program or a high ticket mentorship. The people that get you into that program, their job is the high ticket sales, right? High ticket means big amount of money, like $4,000, $3,000, and then sales is just sales. So you're basically selling something that is high ticket. So I was doing high ticket sales. I'll be real. I was making a decent amount of money. The downside about high ticket sales is less like, yes, you guys can make a lot of money, but everyone that does high ticket sales actually moves into the business model that I'm doing right now because it's really time consuming. Like if you're doing high ticket sales, what are you doing? You wake up like 6 a.m. You take calls all day just for like 10% commission, right? Whereas like with growth operating, which is, yes, I just said it, the business model that I'm doing, you get way more commission. You don't have to wake up 6 a.m. every day, manage this, manage that, take calls. Bro, you're basically doing nothing. You're just chilling in the back end, doing work for these big creators and making thousands of dollars, right? Now, if you guys still have no idea what my business model is, don't worry, I'm gonna get into that later. Just stay with me. I'm gonna explain a little bit more about my whole journey. But yeah, high ticket sales, good business model, but I will say it's really time consuming, which is why everyone that does high ticket sales actually goes into the business model that I'm doing right now. So I would save you guys the time. I wouldn't really want to get into high ticket sales. You can do it for some experience, but honestly, I would just skip that and get straight into the business model that I'm doing right now. Now, a few more things that I tried. Amazon FBA didn't really work. Affiliate marketing didn't really work. Reselling, I'll get into reselling right now because it actually did kind of work. I sold a few shoes. You guys could probably, I don't know if you guys can see that, like in the back there, I have some shoes over there. But reselling kind of worked. And then last thing is e-com. You know, those Shopify stores, whatever, it doesn't really work. I'll be real, okay? So don't get me wrong, guys. All of these business models that I just listed, they work, right? Like I'm not going to lie. Of course they work. People make money off it. But the success rate to actually make money off these business models is like extremely low compared to the business model that I'm doing right now. So essentially what happened is reselling was the only thing that kind of worked. Again, high ticket sales really worked, but really time consuming. But again, reselling, made my first few sales, made $400, whatever. And then I was looking for something that was actually more like not just a side hustle, but like an actual business model. So like I explained to you guys earlier, right? You can get to all these business models, whatever, but you want something that can actually last you a long time, like a real business, not this like reselling shoes stuff on the side. Let's be honest, you guys watching this probably already did reselling, but if you want something that's a little more, then I'm gonna explain the actual business model you guys should get into, okay? And it's called growth operating. So yeah, the business model is called growth operating, and literally after that, my life changed. Like, alhamdulillah, I'm not even lying, like a complete 180, my life changed. I fell in love with the business model. Invested $4.4 thousand into it when I didn't have that much money, which is true. When I did this investment, I did not have that much money in my bank account, but I will say this is literally the best investment probably I've ever made in this whole business, right? Because it's what got me into it, right? I had someone teach me, go through the steps with me, and that's like so crucial to actually succeed in any business, right? So, alhamdulillah, I did get taxed, bro, $4,000, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but look where I'm at now. Like I'm making 50K a month, alhamdulillah. So it did kind of work out, right? So got into growth operating, which again, you guys have heard me saying, this is the business model, this is the business model. This is what it's called, growth operating. And then again, after that, literally 1 month later, which again, it's not gonna happen with everyone, but of course, like alhamdulillah, Allah blessed me with this, and I made $10,000 the month after, right? And this is like a screenshot of like how much we make now. You can see like $8,000 in a week. That was today's earnings. Not today, but like a picture of it. We did $6,000 that day. Alhamdulillah. So scrolling down, I want to talk about what even is growth operating. So growth operating, or I just say GO. GO is basically the behind the scenes work that helps online businesses grow faster, smoother, and more profitably, right? Let me give you guys an example. You guys know Brett Scales, or I'll even like go ahead and like show you guys what I'm talking about. This guy sells a course, right? If you guys know who Brett Scales is, whatever. He has an offer, of course, he has 1 million followers. So he gets tons of people into his program. He makes like what, 400, 500K a month. The reason why he makes all this money is because he has a growth operator that's marketing everything in the back end, right? So growth operating is basically teaming up with these big content creators and helping them kind of sell a course. Again, I'll tell you guys right now, the way we do it is we help them build like these whole like websites. You guys can see like this whole website I'm showing you right now. This is what we would build for these creators, and we can charge like thousands of dollars. Like we charge high ticket payments. Like the people in my mentorship are charging like 5K, 6K to just set these things up, and that's where the real money comes in. So yeah, growth operating is basically team up with people like Brez, these course sellers, helping them make more money. And basically a way you can do that is helping them build these pages, these whole funnels in the back end, and charging high ticket amounts plus commission off of every sale. So I'll go back to the presentation, and I'll go into why growth operating is the best business model, okay? So I'll actually switch reason 1 and reason 2. I'll go with this one first. Reason number 1, no personal brand needed. You guys don't need to be on camera like me. Like I'm on camera, whatever. You guys don't need to do that, right? You guys are scaling people that already have that audience. So you're scaling people and working with people that already have the audience, so you don't have to actually build it. right? So you win by making other people win. Second of all, high income, low overhead. So a setup fee plus commission. That setup fee can range from thousands of dollars, 2K, 3K, 4K. And that setup fee to set everything up is basically setting this simple landing page up. That's what I meant, okay? No ads, whatever, all profit, all skill. Reason 3, leverage their authority. Pretty simple. Reason 4, scalable, recurring revenue. Systems run 24/7. If you have one client, that money is going to stack in. Let's say you get one client like 20% commission. 20% of their sales are going to keep flowing to you every day or every week or whatever. So it's pretty predictable income. And last is recession-proof skill set. Like literally, guys, these creators and these course sellers are always going to need someone to manage their back end, because if they don't have someone that's a good growth operator, their offer is going to collapse. Like they're not going to make any money. So growth operating is like the most important business model when it comes to this whole course selling info space, okay? Let's talk about getting started though. So let me check what percent my laptop is. 2%. All right, we'll try to get this in. So getting started, the next thing you guys should do is just get into the business model. But I will tell you right now, the best information and strategies are going to be inside the ICT exclusive mentorship, okay? So you guys know me, I'm not the type to just be some big course seller, but I will say you guys will start up a lot faster with our methods that made not only us, but people like Sammy, who's literally our top student. He literally joined a few months ago, up 20K in a month. Also, if you guys go to my YouTube, I made an interview with Sammy. So with this student, it's going to say like, I flew out my top student, whatever. I made a whole interview with him. It's a 10-minute interview. Go check that out. You can actually see what it's like to, like what a student looks like inside the ICT mentorship. He's our top student. 20K in a month is insane. So Allahumma barak. Now I'll go into more like ICT wins. I'll try to go through this. Well, I don't know what percent my laptop is, but yeah. First guy here, as you can see, Saeed, he signed a client, $2,000 setup, 25% revenue share. Again, all these people really had like little to none experience, and they all signed their first clients, thousands of dollars. Say Allahumma barak for every person. Ibrahim, guys, you're gonna think I'm capping when I say this. He joined, and 3 to 4 days later, like I'm not lying, guys, he signed a client, $4,000 setup, and 280,000 followers on Instagram, plus 20% commission. Okay. The next person's Mo Zubi. He just closed his first client. Shout out to Abel and me. Those are the coaches. Another guy, Naqib, he said, Imad, alhamdulillah, he made $2,000 after joining the ICT. You get the point. This testimonial is crazy because this guy texted me out of nowhere. Like, I do not tell any of these people really to say this stuff. He just texted me saying, yo, Imad, I bought my first car. It's an X3 M40i. You guys get the point. So it's his first car, a BMW. This is Sammy's personal win. So that top student with the interview I told you about, this is him in the program, closing clients for $4,000 USD. As you can see, he said, everyone, I didn't get lucky. Wallahi, I grinded every day for many hours with no results, which is true. Khaled as well. Sammy with more clients, like a 6K, 20% client. Another one with Sammy's testimonial. Yasser. So this guy was actually the one that bought the car. So this guy, you can see his win right here. He's the one that actually bought the car right here. But you guys get the point. Enough wins. Let's talk about how you guys can actually get inside this program. So we know it's hard to start on your own, guys. Like we know about growth operating. It's like one of the hardest business models to actually get into in your own, which is why we launched the ICT, the Inner Circle Table. You guys have the chance to work one-on-one with us to get you the results you want. So we're going to guarantee that you guys go from $0 to sign your first client, which could be 5 to 10K a month in 90 days. If you don't reach this, we're going to work with you guys until you do. You could be our next success story. So in the ICT, it doesn't only come with a complete start to finish system on how to become a top tier growth operator, but also comes with a handmade plan tailored just for you, as well as one-on-one calls with me and my team personally, and a private community where we're able to answer every single question that you guys have. And obviously many people as well in the program where you can learn from, grow with, and gain success with. So who this is for, if you're trying to become an actual good growth operator, become free of the 9-to-5 rat race, and you want to achieve your goals faster, join the program. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to be committed, you don't want to invest into yourself, and you want to go through the trial and error on your own, don't join the program. Like, it's easy, okay? My MacBook just died, but we're recording again. There's not much left in this whole presentation, but just as a little recap, we talked about our ICT program, how we're going to get you guys from like $0 to 5 to 10K a month and sign your first client if you guys actually do what I teach you and you put in the work, okay? If you don't reach that, we're going to work with you guys until you do. Now, this is, again, who it's for. I already went through this, but genuinely, if you guys are looking for an actual halal business, right? Or just a business model that actually works, and you're tired of all these other guys selling a course, or these random gurus. I know how it is, because when I was trying to make money online, I was seeing all these guys buy this, buy that, and I didn't know what was genuinely real. So that's why I'm going to teach you guys exactly what is the actual business model that works. In the presentation, I already talked to you guys about everything I already tried, how basically none of these things really worked, and the fact that growth operating was the only thing that really worked for me. So again, you guys don't have to take my advice, but again, I get a lot of people asking me how are you making 50K a month, which is the purpose of this video, or how do I buy my dream car in cash, this is exactly how, okay? So I'm gonna move on to the 5 things that, like, the most important 5 things in this whole like year-long journey of me becoming a growth operator, making $50,000 a month, okay? Number 1, you have to have patience. Like, you guys have to have patience. You have to have sabr. Like, if you guys, let me actually present this. Let me go in present mode. You guys have to have patience. If you're not patient when it comes to this whole online business, you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna quit in your first week because you guys are not gonna see the results that you want sometimes in the first week, okay? There is people in the ICT that shows you guys that sign a client in their first 3 days, right? But at the same time, there's people that sign a client in their first month. Sammy, our top student, didn't get any results in his first month. Second month, or I mean, I'm pretty sure second month, he made $20,000 cash collected in that month, okay? So you guys have to understand that if you're not patient, like if Sammy was not patient, he would not be where he's at right now, right? If I was not patient, like I remember I had a payment processor, I had like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, right? Which, alhamdulillah, right now it's not that much money compared to me, but back then that was like all the money, and that payment processor held that money from me and they took it away. So I lost like $3,000. I remember that day I did because I was about to quit. I was about to cry. I was like, yo, why is this happening? But that's why I had sabr. I had patience. I kept going through it. Alhamdulillah, it worked out. That's why we're here. So number 1, having patience. Number 2, probably the most important thing is investing into yourself. I talked to you guys earlier about my $4,000 investment into myself, right? To learn this actual business model. So if you're not investing into yourself, I don't care what it is, I don't care who it is, if it's me, if it's other people, if you're not investing into yourself, guys, you're not going to see the results that you want, right? You can't just work hard and not invest into yourself, and you can't invest into yourself and not work hard. It has to be a combination of both things. Investing into yourself, working hard, bang, combine it, and then inshallah you guys will see the success that you want. Okay, so invest into yourself, and that also goes with taking risks while you're young, right? I'm assuming most of you guys watching this are pretty young, whatever. So now is your best time to take risks, right? You don't want to take risks when you're have a family and you already have kids and everything, right? It's kind of late. So if you guys are young and you're watching this, now is like your best time. And don't think because you're 17, 16, 18, 19, 20 that you're too young, you can wait longer. Bro, I'm telling you, time is going to pass by. People are going to surpass you, and then you're going to wish you started when you actually watch this video. So my best advice to you guys is take action right now, right? Like, there's no point in waiting, right? You guys see the position you're probably in right now, and I did too. And I was like, okay, do I want to keep going to school? Do I want to keep working this 9 to 5? Or do I want to break free and actually find a business model that actually works? And you guys can assume what's the decision that I actually chose, okay? So take these risks while you're young. No one's coming to save you as well. Like, literally no one is going to come to your house. I'm not going to come to your house, give you guys the ICT, hold your hand, babysit you through the whole process. That's not what's going to happen. So no one is going to come to save you except yourself. Obviously, make dua. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can help you with anything, right? So don't be scared to make dua. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves it when you guys actually ask him for things. So don't be scared to ask Allah for really anything. Don't put a limit towards, the creator, okay? That's one thing I'll tell you. So no one is going to come to save you and hold your hand and walk you through the whole steps. It all starts from you, and you are your only competition. Pretty self-explanatory. So last part of this whole presentation, moving on now about the ICT. There's limited spots. Spots are filling up quickly. Let me actually show you guys real quick what the ICT looks like. All right, boys, so this is the ICT Discord. This is like the paid community that I have where you guys can actually apply to get mentored by me. All these people join. You can see even today, November 4th, that's today. Now I'm recording this. You guys can see here. Omar signed a client today, 25% commission. You can keep scrolling. More people signing clients. Like Naqib, he said, guys, Allah decided today was the day. I told myself I'd get my client by the first end of this month from growth operating, and I did. I kept making istighfar, pray tahajjud, and I didn't give up to the last moment. I want to give a special thanks to Imad, Abel, Mozubi, just the coaches. Really shows if you guys keep going, you can achieve it. This is a student win. I did not tell this guy to say this. I swear to God, he just said it because he saw the results. He joined on October 12th, so literally like less than a month later, signed a client. It was $2,000 setup. 15%. That's not all. Like, there's all of these wins inside the ICT. I don't even know if you guys can see that. All of these ones inside the ICT, right? And then that's not all. Like, you have the share sauce, you have all the questions, whatever. You guys get the point. So, yeah, that's that. New members, introductions. This is like the paid community, right? I'm not gonna show everything, but like, again, like we even have a main chat. But yeah, it's the ICT community. That's really what I'm talking about in this whole Mario board. So when you guys see like all of this whole offer that we have, let me actually zoom out. All of these wins that you guys see here are literally in that same community. If I scroll up in the wins, you guys will see all these wins in here as well. I'm not capping. So yeah, that's all inside our program, ICT mentorship. That is what I have to offer to you guys if you want to take action with growth operating. If you guys don't want to join, that's cool. If you guys do want to proceed with it, even better, right? So again, we're going to move on to here. Limited spots available. Spots are filling up quickly. So if you guys are watching this right now, you're not too late. Move on to step 2. Go to the link in description, fill out that form, and go apply there. And then my team will reach out to you and tailor an exclusive plan made just for you guys. So right now, as we speak, there's probably people applying right now because I don't know what it is, but more than ever, maybe in my BMW M4 video that blew up, we're getting more applicants than like literally ever, right? It's not too late though. We are still accepting people into the ICT. We did close it in the past. It's not like I just say this to say it. Like we do close the ICT sometimes, but right now it is open for the most part. So if you guys do want to get in and become an ICT student and inshallah see the results that you guys want, go to the link in the description, fill out that first link, that form, and inshallah we'll get you in. If you guys do have questions and you still want to join, you can go to my Instagram, DM me anything, and inshallah I'll do my best to respond. And yeah, that's that, boys. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Let me know down in the comments any just picture of the M4 here. I don't know why that's there, but let me know, guys, if you have any questions about anything I said in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys like the vid. Drop a subscription as well. I'd appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.